Hi, good evening, everyone. Here's our homework for tonight on Unit 2, Module 3, Session 2. And the page in our book is page 55. So let's take a look. It says fill in the tables to show equivalent fractions. You can use the clocks to help you if you want to. And as I suggested to the kids, I'd stay away from 60ths because you can't break these clocks into 60 little tiny spaces. So 5/6 looks like this. Every 10 minutes is 1/6 of an hour, so you fill in 5 of the 6. And something that would be equivalent is I see those little spaces, I can change it to 12ths, which means I doubled the number of spaces, so I have to have twice as many of those spaces. So we need 10/12ths. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll put them all in, and let's fill in 10. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10/12ths. On the next one, B, we've got 3/4 of the hour. 1/4, 2/4, 3/4. And again, I'm going to stick with 12ths. That's times by 3 in the ratio table. The equivalent fraction, if we triple the numerator, is 9/12ths. So let's split this up into 12ths. And we'd add 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9/12ths there. 1/3, let's go to 12ths again. Let's cut that thirds first. There's 1/3, and I can count those. 1, 2, 3, 4 12ths. So you could use the picture or the ratio table to get that. So there's my 1/3, but we can cut that into 4 12ths. I'm just going to do that part this time. And then I also noticed back on the first one we had 6. And if it's this much space, I can just cut that in half, and each of those is 1/6, so that's equal to 2/6. And you can see it in the ratio table. You can divide those both by 2, and that can be divided by 2 to make it. All right, number 1 done. Rewrite each problem using equivalent fractions with a common denominator and then find the sum. And again, you guys could think of these as clocks, money, trails. Maybe you're starting to see common denominators in some of these. There's not a 1/4 up here, but if you're thinking about clocks, you could do 12ths. 1/3 of an hour was 4 12ths. And 1/4 of an hour is on the 3, so that's 3 12ths. So if you add those together, you get 7 12ths. I'm not going to talk about common denominators too much yet. That's our next lesson. 4ths, 3/4 was, we just saw it up there, 9 12ths. And 5/6, if 1/6 is 2 12ths, 5/6, that got multiplied by 5, so you got to multiply this by 5, is 10 12ths. So we can change that to 10 12ths. That's 19 12ths, which is more than 1 whole. So remember, 12 12ths equals 1 whole. So if we take those 12 out of 19, we can make a whole. And 19 minus the 12 that we took out leaves 7 of those 12ths. So there's the sum of those 3/4 and 5/6 is 1 and 7 12ths. The sum of 1/3 and 1/4 is 7 12ths. And a short and sweet homework assignment. I will see everybody tomorrow. Bye.